We all know why you're watching this video. Once again, you decided to go back to the gym, but this time for good. Maybe. So in this video, we'll talk about some things you should know before you go back to the gym. Hi, I'm Picturefit. I make health and fitness videos to help you with your goals and gains. Today, I have 5 things I want to share with you, all with the intention to help you get started on the right foot or right bicep as you head back to the gym. Let's get right to it with the first thing you should know before heading back to the gym, and that is to do eccentric exercises first. When people return to the gym after a long break, they inevitably run into the amazingly painful experience known as delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS. Anyone that ever experienced intense DOMS know how tough it can be, and that's why we're talking about eccentric training, or resistance training like lifting weights that emphasizes eccentric contractions, where a muscle contracts as it is forcibly lengthened. Think like the lowering phase of a bicep curl. The biceps muscles are contracting and lengthening as you lower the dumbbell. That's the eccentric portion of muscle contraction. Doing these eccentrics lead to exercise-induced muscle damage, and more muscle damage leads to more DOMS.
But Mr. Picturefit, if eccentrics leads to damage and damage leads to soreness, then how can it possibly be good?
Great question, and the answer boils down to adaptation. More notably, it comes down to something called the repeated bout effect, where repeated bouts of unaccustomed exercises produce protective adaptations against exercise-induced muscle damage and its symptoms like DOMS. In other words, the more you repeat an exercise, the more your body adapts and gets used to it, and the less problematic muscle soreness will become. But that's not where the real magic lies with eccentric training. Research has shown that you can develop these protective adaptations by eccentrically training with very light loads, as light as 10% of your maximal load. And if you're training with these lighter intensities, then the initial DOMS you experience will also be less intense, which means less chances of you skipping gym days early on, better chances of you staying motivated, and most importantly, the less you have to walk like a duck to get to the kitchen. So try to dedicate the first 2 weeks of going back to the gym to slow and controlled light eccentric reps. You can also just do light basic work if eccentrics are not an option for your type of workout. Afterwards, when you start with your actual training program, the soreness hopefully won't hold you back. The next thing you should do when you head back to the gym is to track your progress. Research shows that one of the greatest predictors of fitness success, and really success in general, is being able to self-regulate, or your ability to self-express the knowledge, feelings, and behaviors necessary for achieving a goal. In other words, you need to manage yourself, find out what works and what doesn't, and take the right actions that will further your progression. But before you can do any of that, you need the information about your progression, and that's done by self-monitoring or tracking a variety of relevant matters. It'll totally depend on your goals, but there's some obvious stuff you should track, like your food, your protein intake, your weight, and various training parameters and progression. There's also the not-so-obvious stuff that are probably equally important, such as your sleep quality, your mood throughout the day, and even your levels of stress. By having all this information in front of you, you can really see how everything is connected. It's not exactly a coincidence that your training has been feeling crappy the past 5 days at the same time you've been stressed at work the past 5 days. Or more physiologically speaking, that you lost 5 pounds in the same month you sustained your calorie deficit goal for 27 days out of 30. So tracking is a powerful tool for self-regulation, which can keep you on top of your goals. Just remember to not overthink it, don't force yourself to endlessly chase harder and harder goals, and just treat it for what it is, and that's good old information. The third thing that can help you when going back to the gym is to go with a friend or partner. Training with a partner can help in many ways. For some, doing anything, including exercise, is simply more fun and enjoyable with someone else. You can also feel more comfortable attempting certain exercises that you normally wouldn't attempt on your own. And that's where the true benefit of training with a partner comes into play. And I don't mean just having someone to spot you on your 1-rep maxes, but the very presence and actions of your partner can help you push past your normal boundaries. This ties into another strong predictor of fitness fitness success known as self-efficacy, or the belief in your own capabilities to achieve success. One way to develop this self-efficacy is through encouragement. Your partner rooting you on to finish running the last 50 meters, telling you that they believe in your ability to hit a new bench PR, or provide you with encouraging and constructive feedback to help you continue improving. Encouragement can be very powerful. But the benefits of training with a partner goes beyond just encouragement and touches on another self-efficacy source known as vicarious experiences, or how observing others, especially your peers, achieving success makes you believe you can be successful as well. This works best if you and your partner have similar goals, but even then, seeing others put all their efforts into their training can rub off onto your own efforts, helping you achieve more success than you can alone. And what's really great about this is that you can be each other's encouraging and vicarious partners, which creates a beautiful feedback loop that strengthens you both. The fourth thing you should do is have a clear, concrete goal before you head back to the gym. Going to the gym with no plan, where you mindlessly jump from one random equipment to another, is quite the recipe for getting bored and a quick exit. Setting concrete goals can help a lot with this, and it can be better if it's fairly specific, like instead of having a general goal of I want to get stronger, aim for something like I want to hit a new 3-rep max in my back squat. By having a clear direction with your goal, it sets the tone for your training, which equipment to use, and what numbers to target. Now, it doesn't mean that your entire training needs to revolve around this one goal, but putting more emphasis into one at a time can be much simpler to manage both in planning and tracking progression. Down the line, when you have mastered multiple goals, then it can be wise to group some together, or have a more advanced and multifaceted goal, like participating in a powerlifting competition. Whatever you decide, just make sure you have a plan when going back to the gym. And the final advice I have for you when going back to the gym, which a lot of you won't like to hear, is to
put the phone away.
I'll save you all from a lengthy lecture on this one. You know exactly what the issue is, but to quickly summarize, it comes down to focus and putting yourself in a better headspace and mindset going into your workout. We do have some data showing that phone distractions like texting and talking can negatively affect performance and even the enjoyability of your workouts, so that might be worth thinking about. However, on the opposite end, listening to music can positively affect performance and enjoyability. So it's okay to use your phone for important things like listening to music, logging your progress, watching Picturefit videos, and so on. Those are good and probably necessary things. But you know what I'm talking about when it comes to what you shouldn't be doing with your phone at the gym. So once you're done watching this video, and after you like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family, hit the notification bell, and watch a second Picturefit video, put the phone down and finish your third set of half squats already. And that's it for this video and things you should know before you go back to the gym. Let me know what you think about my tips in the comments below and share any ideas you might have as well. I wish you the best of luck in sticking through it this time, and I can't wait to hear your success stories, even if it means typing it all out on your phone between your sets. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a successful thumbs up and share it with your gym-loving friends. Subscribe for more. As always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to get your protein. And put the phone down.